And if you look in Luke chapter 6, he says, give, if we are people that give, it will be given back to you. Give, and it will be given to you. Do we trust God? Will we trust God in this? Will we trust God with our resources and our time and our money? Because he promises to give back to us. What does that look like? I don't know. Here's what I could tell you based on personal experience. Is that as Cara and I, as we have become more generous and more generous with our resources, our experience is God has always given us the money that we needed. We've always had enough money at the end of the month. And it's a God thing, because there have been seasons in our lives where it didn't make sense. And yet God still provided. God still took care of us. And it was crazy sometimes. Some of those years were super tight. God, how in the world do we even trust you in the midst of this? But we're going to. We're shaking as we're putting something in the offering plate as it goes by. We're going to, God, we're going to trust you. We made this decision to tithe. I'm not telling you to make a decision to tithe. What I'm telling you is that we all choose to be generous and make a decision to give to God's ministry somewhere, some way, right? Give and it'll be given to you. It says the hope of the wicked is only in wrath. He said one person gives freely. So now the person who's seeking to be generous, he says they actually gain even more. Now we often think of finances, of money, so you're telling me that if I give, I will get more? I don't think that's what Solomon is saying. Solomon is saying is we are going to be crazily blessed if we choose to be generous with this thing that we so desperately want to tightly hold on to in our lives. If one person gives freely, they will gain even more. Another withholds unduly, and what comes to them? Poverty. Now, we all can imagine somebody who's hoarding money, not all of a sudden poor. So we've got to believe that this is not just talking about finances and what we give and get back. So God is clearly talking about, through Solomon, that there is a way that we experience this amazing blessing from God if we're willing to be generous, right? That's the benefit. But if we choose not to, we're not going to get stuff from God in relation to it. And that's poverty. That is a really, really sad, unfortunate thing that happens. And so then now we get to the verse that we have been learning together. Please say it with me one more time. A generous person will prosper. Whoever refreshes others will be refreshed. So now what is Solomon saying here? He's saying that those of us who are willing to be generous with our time, with our resources, right, and with our money, that we will prosper. God will make sure that we will be a blessing to the world around us. And whoever refreshes others will be refreshed.